All right, another day, another blessing, alhamdulillah. And for those of you who might not be used to seeing me like this, I just came from the prayer, alhamdulillah. Gonna do some errands here, get some stuff, some groceries and stuff, alhamdulillah. And, I was thinking about it. The other day, I saw a comment on one of the videos I posted, the YouTube videos, where I spoke about, my regrets that I had when becoming a Muslim, right? And I got a comment telling me I was a traitor, right? And I don't really care, right? But it was kind of funny. I was thinking about it, and especially now when I'm dressed like this, like there are many things I want to mention about this, right? So, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually from Sweden. I live here in Dubai. I made hijrah 3.5 years ago. I came here to study, complete my bachelor's in Islamic studies. I completed an Arabic program, and now I'm doing the bachelor's, right, in Islamic studies. And I'm also building my business here. I'm scaling, trying to build a 7-figure business. Inshallah, may Allah give us a rizq that is halal and that brings us closer to Him. And just living in a Muslim country, I have a wife and kids, and whatever the West offers right now is not something I want. I cannot really, it's hard for me to see anyone wanting to live there right now. Like, it's so, I'm speaking about my country, but the West in general, very similar. Like, the crime rate, the propaganda, the ideologies they push down your throat. I don't like it. I really don't. And when I got this comment about being a traitor, so I didn't really mean, I don't really know what that guy means, where he's from, whatever. I can only guess. I can guess this is a guy, a very depressed guy from the West, seeing how his people, white people like me with blue eyes, are leaving whatever leaving West, geographically, but also how do you say it, ideology, like leaving West in the sense of ideology. For me becoming a Muslim, that kind of contradicts a lot of the things we see in the West, in a good way. Like I say in a good way. And I was thinking about it. One thing I think is really funny is these people are probably the same, racist people that complain about, non-Westerners, immigrants coming to the West and not integrating, right? They're not even becoming a part of the society, but becoming like them, right? And now I'm here. I don't even live in the West. I've left 3.5 years ago. I'm here in an Arab nation, in the United Arab Emirates. Why shouldn't I integrate? Like, I'm doing the things these, racist, right-wing, white supremacists, what they want, people coming to their country to do. Like, I'm doing that. So what's wrong with that? Am I a traitor because I'm doing the things you want other people to do? And the funny thing is, when they come, I see a lot of white people, Westerners here, they don't care about the rules. You can go to the shopping mall and it says, dress modestly. Do not show affection publicly, right? And they don't care. They act like it's their country. They don't respect other values. And, not long ago, you saw the video where the ladies recorded a Muslim couple, right? A Muslim man and his wife, and the wife wearing niqab and eating, right? So when you have niqab, you eat, you cover your face, so you have to put the food underneath the niqab. And they were laughing, it happened here in Dubai, and they were laughing about it and stuff like that. And alhamdulillah, they got what they deserved. Like, they got the legal actions and everything. But I'm like, what? It makes no sense. Like, why don't you play according to your own rules? And this makes me think, like, these people that have no morals. They have no moral ground to stand on. They only have subjective morals that are rooted in, their desires, their whatever they want for in the fleeting moments of their lives, and I just think I think it's terrible. Like, I think it's disgusting, and I'm happy when I see that. I'm just happy, and I see comments like that. Me being a trader, I'm happy. I want to be a trader. I want, like, not a trader, like businessman, trader, like betraying people, right? And betraying those values. I want to betray those values. I want nothing to do with those values because they are ugly values, right? And the beautiful values of Islam, everyone should have that. If everyone lived according to Islam, you know, even if you're not Muslim, I promise you, you would have a happier and better life. Because now you're focusing on what matters. You're focusing on taking care of your family. You're not putting them in retirement homes, your parents, for example. You are trying to be the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, any aspects. And you never lie. You never deceive people. You never betray people. Like, who wouldn't want people like that, right? And sure, like, just because you see Muslim, they are not acting according to the Islamic values, it doesn't mean that their actions are the Islamic values, right? Islam and Muslim, two different things, right? And another thing I wanted to mention is the beautiful thing with Islam is everyone's welcome, no matter where you're from. Like the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in the hadith, there's no superiority over a non-Arab and an Arab, a white and a black, right? There's no superiority except for those who have taqwa, God consciousness, that are those who are close to God. The relationship between you and God, that is what makes you superior, right? And anyone can do it, like, no matter gender, no matter race, no matter what, right? That's beautiful. Everyone's welcome. And not only that, the word Arab, right? Arabi, like a person who is Arab. Scholars mention that whoever speaks the language, Al-Arabiya, he is considered an Arab. That's the first, like, because, so there are many definitions, right? But one of the definitions of the Arabic language is eloquence, right? Something that is, something that is eloquence. Do you say that? Eloquent, right? And like beautiful in like a beautiful language, right? It's hard to describe, right? It's it's beautiful language, right? And whoever speaks that language is an Arab. Isn't that crazy? So I can technically be an Arab. It doesn't mean I have to dress like this all the time. I dress like this because it's comfortable. It's like, what is it, like 45 degrees outside, Celsius. Like, this is the, like, dress like this, try it yourself and you're gonna see. So that was a little rant I had, because I was just thinking about it, subhanAllah. And I thought, like, why not make a video like that? But nevertheless, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to IKEA. I'm gonna get a cheese slicer, IKEA, the furniture store from my country, Sweden. I haven't betrayed everything yet, only the values, but not the culture. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff there, and then I'm gonna do some grocery shopping. I think that's it. Yeah. So, see you later. Alright guys, we're inside and we found them. The cheese slicer, the best invention ever. Like, I don't know what you guys do with your cheese, but you're doing it wrong. If you don't have this, maybe I'll show in another video, but it's a must. I gave it to one of my American friends. It's gonna be bumpy. And he said, like, he didn't realize he needed it until he used it. It's like those type of things, So yeah, I think that's it. The only thing I kind of dislike being here in IKEA is such a big thing. It's a big store, and it's like you never get out of it. You can spend the whole day here and you get nothing done. And yeah, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, but you know how it is. SubhanAllah. And for those of you who say I'm a traitor, I'm betraying my Swedish heritage, I've been to the first IKEA in the world. So I think that's proof enough. You know what I mean? Inshallah. Excuse me. I'm looking for like a laundry basket. You have it down here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Straight and the right side.
Straight and right. Okay, awesome. Okay. So, you know, the fun thing is, like, if you have been to IKEA, you know these weird names all the things have? Like 99% of them, they are like real words. Like, if you look at this. Okay, let me see if you can see this. Okay, I don't know if it's mirrored. So you see here, this means track signal. It's a mat, it's a carpet. So it's a real word, it's a real Swedish word, you know? So all of the items that have real Swedish word. It's not like some gibberish, maybe for some people, but not for us. And I'm thinking, like, I wasn't planning to, but I'm thinking going and visit the restaurant, maybe getting myself some Swedish meatballs. Not really, but eating something. Like, I love the food here, and the cool thing about like IKEA in Muslim countries, everything's halal. Like, they have the meatballs are halal, and you know, I love that, because when you go to Sweden, it's like, you know, it's pork and everything, and it's not halal, and annoying things, and you know, I don't know. That's the annoying part, man, because Swedish food is really good. Like, I really love Swedish food. Like, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but even the food that is haram, and since I became a Muslim, I didn't eat it, obviously, but you know, like, a lot of, I don't know if I should say this, but they have something called like blood pudding. So it's blood from the pig. It's pig's blood. It's kind of dried, and they fry it on the frying pan, man. And then you put some lingonberries on, some bacon. The ultimate haram dish ever. But I loved, like, that was my favorite, one of my favorite meals. But as soon as I become Muslim, I couldn't eat that. And you cannot really eat blood as well, right? So unfortunately, that's how I gotta live. That's how I gotta live. Now I'm trying to find a laundry basket, because my laundry, like my kanadir, my you know, kandoras, the plural is kanadir, if I'm not mistaken. And all my clothes, they just disappear in the laundry. Like, if one of your socks disappear, like, imagine my like when the family, like the kids and my wife, they wash the laundry, somehow my clothes just disappear. Is this something very, like, normal? Like, other fathers and husbands, can you attest to this? Am I the only one? Okay, let me see. Laundry bag. This. Okay. Which wheels? All right, I think we found it. Can you see it? The white one here? This one? It says, so let's see the name. What kind of name do we have on this one? It says gel. Gel. I don't know what that is. Probably something. But that's the name of it. And I just want a cheap one, like 12 dirham. You know, I can get it and I'll get blamed for it. I'm buying expensive stuff. Okay, I think that's it. I think that is it. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna head over to the restaurant now. I'm gonna buy these things, and then I'm gonna go eat. All right, we're here by the food. And you know, the funny thing is, for those of you who don't know, the way they've done the IKEA restaurant, it's like a school cafeteria. So when you go to school in Sweden, it's very much like this. So you grab your tray, you go, you pick up stuff, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I'm gonna see what I can grab. They have the meatball. They have the halal Swedish meatballs. I don't want to show my camera because there are, you know, non-Muslims dressing immodestly. But I need to show you one thing. This is crazy, okay? So you see this. Let me zoom in. So these are the so-called cinnamon buns. But I'm telling you, this is not cinnamon buns. It's something else. Those of you who have had real Swedish cinnamon buns, I don't know what that is. That is Frankenstein's monster in cinnamon bun form. Like I've tasted it, it's not the way it's supposed to be. But if you want lingonberries, they don't even give it to you unless you ask. But once you're here, ask for lingonberries. Like it's a certain berry that we eat in Sweden. I haven't found it anywhere else, but you can have it with your meatballs, you can have it with your mashed potatoes, with the brown sauce. Try that, like it's gonna blow your mind. It's not it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the Frankenstein monster cinnamon bun, but the version of like the real lingonberries you find in Sweden, amazing. So let's see what they have. They have, let's see here, barbecue, ribs, and salmon and stuff like that. I don't know. I need to lose some weight. So let's see what I can get. Maybe. So they have a lot of spicy stuff. Hi, I'm good. Could I have the crusted salmon? Yeah. Yeah, let's do mashed potatoes on that one. Yeah. The what? Meatballs? No, it's okay. He saw I was Swedish. He wanted to give me meatballs. Okay, there we go. Awesome, thank you. What kind of? Okay. I don't know what sauce that is. I'm good, thank you. Say again? No, that's fine. Okay, yeah, hollandaise sauce. So this is, if you see here, hollandaise sauce. I don't know if you guys have it in other places. We have it in Sweden. So when you have fish, you have that sauce. When you have meat, or like meatballs, you have lingonberries. That's what we do. That's how we rock it, you know. But yeah. So I'm gonna pay now in the cashier. And yeah, see how it goes. It's funny. He wanted to give me meatballs. He just saw it, right? He felt the Swedish, I don't know, aura, you know. Alhamdulillah. Mashallah. سلامك شيخ. عامل ايه؟ تمام؟ مصري؟ ما شاء الله. ها؟ باين عليا. أنا؟ باين عليا إن أنا مصري. طبعا. لا حضرتك كيف فاميلي؟ الحمد لله. وأنتم من وين في مصر؟ أنا من منطقة المنصورة. ما شاء الله. كويس. رحت مصر. أنا ساكن في القاهرة. في مدينة نصر. كيف فاميلي؟ ماشي. في إيجيبت مش مصر. الشيخ زايد مدينة نصر. أكتوبر دي مدينة إيجيبت. عرفت. لا بس الحمد لله. Alright guys, is this Swedish enough? Kind of, right? So salmon, I don't know what you call it, right? Salmon with something on it. So and then mashed potatoes and then some greens and the sauce. Let's go. And then obviously the coffee. Bismillah. So yeah, the cashier, he was Egyptian. I can only see it, on the person, like at least with the Egyptians, because I lived there for almost a year when I was a new Muslim. He wasn't that talkative. Egyptians usually are very talkative people. I think he was just tired, man. I don't know. Inshallah khair. Bismillah. Yeah, it's good. Inshallah. The nice thing about the IKEA restaurant, like from a health perspective or weight loss perspective, it's kind of easy to get like healthy meals. Like this meal with the salmon, maybe that's 30 grams of protein, not a lot, right? But still something, and greens and mashed potatoes. Like this is like maybe 400, 500 calorie meal. So it's kind of good. And then obviously there are like more unhealthy meals, quote unquote, with more calories. Usually the thing is, what I've noticed here, for example, you got the Swedish meatballs, maybe got the fish and mashed potatoes, but like here, since like you wouldn't see the other items on the menu that you would find on like in Sweden, for example. So you kind of adjust the menu according to the location. That's what I think. So you got like, you can find like chicken biryani and stuff like that here as well. Obviously not Swedish, but people like it, right? The only downside with that is a lot of those foods are very spicy. Like I've gotten to learn how to eat spicy food, but some food is impossible. So yeah, it's like I need to go to the hospital or something and drink like 2 liters of water just to survive. So often when you find chicken here, like with like this sauce, it looks delicious, but I asked, like even when I want orders, like they tell me like, are you sure? Like it's really spicy. I'm like, how spicy? They're like, too spicy. Okay, thank you for covering my bag, you know. But yeah, the thing is, we don't go to IKEA that much. But like the nice thing about here in Dubai, like I'm not sure about all countries, but most countries, like wherever you're from, you can find, because that's the downside of making hijrah, right? You're moving to a new country, to a new culture, leaving everything behind, and especially like the things you're used to, and maybe the foods you like, you know, like there are a lot of things in Sweden we love, I love, you know, the candy, Swedish candy, amazing, a lot of the dairy products. Most of those things you can find here, for example, in IKEA, in the restaurant. And they even have like Swedish candy stores. They don't have one. They have kind of like few of them in here in Dubai. But the thing is, like sometimes people they mash up like Scandinavia, like the whole Scandinavia into one. But it's very different. Like you know, for example, in Denmark, the snacks they have there is a little bit different than the snacks in Sweden. Even though like is, you know, Denmark was a part of Sweden once, right? I believe. Yeah, it was, right? I'm not. Someone's gonna kill me. Some Swedish, you know, patriot. But yeah, I got those cheese slices. So the thing is, with cheese, what we do, we put it on the. So for breakfast, we eat bread. We put some butter, obviously. We have some cheese and jam. And the way I don't know what like if you don't have a cheese slicer, like you slice the cheese into like very thin slices. How do you do it? Like how do you put it? Like do you put a big chunk, like big chunk of cheese on your sandwich? Tell me how you guys do it, because without that I have no idea how you do it. But anyways, like if you haven't tried, try this. Put some bread, some butter, some cheese, and some jam. The Swedish jam is amazing, but obviously if you don't have it, any other jam would suffice. The things with other jams that I found is, you guys like so much sugar. Like it's like a jelly rather than a jam. In Sweden we have a lot of like, you can see the berries inside. Like they're berries, and then you obviously got the like a small part of it being the jelly keeping it together. But I haven't found like Swedish jelly like that. So now my mother-in-law, so my wife, she's from like, her parents are from Somalia, so she's Somali, but she's born and raised in Sweden. And they just came, her sister and her mother, my mother-in-law, they came to visit. So every time they visit, like my wife tells them, like bring a 2.5 kilo of cheese like this, Swedish cheese, because the dairy products in Sweden, amazing. I have not had anything like the butter, the milk, like it's just pure. And it obviously, because the amount of dairy we eat in Sweden is one of the top, we are one of the top consumers in the world of dairy products. So obviously, if we eat more, we're kind of professional with, how to eat it. But yeah, alhamdulillah. So I'm gonna finish my meal, and then we're gonna do some grocery shopping. Yeah, and we see whatever this video takes us. Right? Bismillah. Okay, I need to tell you guys something. Just it was a man who came and he put his phone on the charger. Let me see if I can show you that. See that? So he put his phone on the charger, and he just left. And the crazy thing is, this is a normal thing here in Dubai, like in the UAE. You can put your stuff somewhere, you can go away, come back. I don't know when he's gonna come back. Like he maybe gonna go shopping and come back in a few hours. And no one would touch it. Like no one will touch it. And this reminds me of, a few days ago, I was writing to my sister, and all of a sudden, like on WhatsApp, right? And then all of a sudden, when you send a message, you get those 2 ticks, right? It's been delivered. But when you get 1 tick, you've sent it, but it hasn't been delivered. So I was like, hey, did she block my number? Is she tired of me? And then she told me, I wrote to her on Instagram, like, what happened, with your phone, with WhatsApp? She was like, my phone got stolen. And it was a crazy story. So she told me, basically, she was running to the bus. And as she was running to catch the bus, the phone, like, fell out of her pocket. And I don't know if it was the same moment, like if she had to come back with another bus or something like that. But when she came back, the phone was gone. Someone took it. They saw it on the ground, they took it. That wouldn't happen in Dubai. Like, that's why I love this country. Like, it's such a, you feel so safe. It's not weird that if you look at the top 10 safest cities, like, I think half of them are located in the Middle East. So you got Medina, you got Abu Dhabi, you got Dubai, you got, I think, Sharjah, if I'm not mistaken. There are different lists out there, but you're gonna see one of these cities in the Gulf, like Gulf cities, be on that list of the safest cities. Even like they have a list for the safest cities for women, and these the Gulf cities being one of, like, a lot of them being a part of that list, top list. Alhamdulillah, like, this is the beauty. And that's why I told you before, like, we in the West, we need Islam. Like, Islam is not there to take our lives or kidnap us. It's there to make us better. It's there to make the society better. And don't tell me, like, oh yeah, we got a lot of Muslims and a lot of problems. Bro, here in Dubai, in one city, you got over 200 nationalities. Still, it's one of the top safest places on earth. So if you're telling me that immigration, you got diversity of like nationalities, and that's a cause of criminality, criminality, is that a word? Whatever, like a cause of crime, then this place would not be one of the safest places on earth. So it's not the people, it's the system. What kind of system? And that's why I'm telling you, like, if you have an Islamic system, first of all, those who commit crimes, they're going to be punished like they should. And those who are not committing crime and they're contributing to the society, they're taken care of. And alhamdulillah, that's how it should be. And I truly believe these countries in the Gulf, even though no country is perfect, but these countries, like, probably the best place to be on earth. I don't care what you say. As a non-Muslim, as a Muslim, no matter who you are, what you are, this is the place to be, right? So that was it. Now I'm out. Okay, back to the meal. All right, now we're done with IKEA. Alhamdulillah, got some stuff. I need a wider lens, I think. This one is like zooming in all the way, seeing all the imperfections in my face. Sorry about that, guys. So now we're gonna do some grocery shopping. I got a nice list my wife sent to me. Now we just need to find the way in. Yep, that's how it is. So I'm in Festival City here in Dubai. I really like this one with IKEA and stuff like that, but I don't really go here that much. We live like 10 minutes away from here. My favorite mall is the two ones, right? So I got the let's just put stuff here. Can I do that? I can't. 1 second. So the favorite ones I have are Dubai Hills Mall, not Dubai Mall. Too many people. But Dubai Hills Mall is like a mini version. If you like Dubai Mall and you want the same experience but better, Dubai Hills Mall, amazing. Same developers, same stuff, but less people. And yeah, it's just all in all awesome. And the second one is the one that just next to me in Mirdif. So you got City Center, Mirdif, and it also has a lot, like it's quite big. So city centers are not usually that big, but this one is big. And the cool thing about these places is like, if you come with your kids, your family, you know, they have, you know, they can play there. Same here in Festival City, by the way. Like here in IKEA, they have like a playground for kids. When you want to go into IKEA, they can play there for free, like 1.5 hours or something. Awesome. So I should have gotten myself a shopping cart because now I need to hold this camera. I need to hold the things here, and I cannot. Okay, I could. I just need to stop, right, to see what we need to buy. Okay, let's see. Greek yogurt, fruits, tortilla bread, white beans. Keeping it simple and healthy, right? Somewhat. I don't know about the white beans, as long as it's not added sugar. And I've noticed, I don't know if it's just me, when I walk around like normally, Western clothes, show my tattoos and all, no one bats an eye. But as soon as I dress like this, I think it's just unusual, out of the ordinary, so to speak. But hey, you gotta be different sometimes, you know, be special. So I haven't been in this Carrefour actually, maybe once or twice. The one in the city center, Mirdif, they just, they didn't renovate the whole thing, but some of it, and it did a really good job with the meat section and all. Okay, so here's, I think, where they have the yogurt, I think, dairy. So remember when I talked about dairy, Swedish dairy? My heart just breaks when I see all of this. Like, look at this. Okay, so these are the slices, I mean, you know, that you have on the bread. But this is like, I don't know, man. It should be a big chunk of cheese, and then you just take the slicer, the one I bought, you know, and a thin slice. That feels like the cheese you put on a burger or something. Not what I like, bro. That's not my cup of tea. Okay, he's on. I wanted to ask him, but didn't want it to be rude, interrupt his call. Important calls for important people. Just need to find, okay, maybe here, the Lebanon stuff. Usually they have stuff like that, Greek yogurt and stuff, right? Maybe. So, oh, by the way, like, if you're here, yeah, this one, let me see. So you have the Lebanese chatura. This is like really good protein. Like 100 gram has 12 grams of protein. I think this one is, are they too, I'm gonna break the shell. Yeah, this one has quite a lot of protein. The only downside is I think there's a lot of, like, there's fat, quite a lot of fat, so it brings up the calories a bit. So I don't know, yeah, maybe they have this low fat labna. It's not the same, man. 10 gram protein and what calories? How much? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Inshallah khair. So anyways, I want to find the Greek yogurt. The kids love it for some reason, so should we get a big one? Maybe? Yeah, let's do a big one. Okay, Greek yogurt. You know, I always put it like this. I don't know why. But I hate it when I have a bag where I sit down. This it's like behind me, and my back pushes back on it on the seat. And when I move my head, this just messes up. Yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta. I don't know. It's not even done properly. I think. I don't care. I just do it. I like it. All right, guys. Shopping officially done. There we go. We survived another day, alhamdulillah. And let's see actually what time it is. Okay, I think it's should be Asr very, very soon. So what I'm gonna do, let me just put you guys here. Okay, that's a little bit like that. There we go, like a Samsung frame. Nice. So yeah, they're gonna call for Asr very soon. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head over to the gym and pray Asr there, because they have a mosque in the gym, not in the gym, but in the same building, connected to the gym. That's nice, right? You guys have that in the West? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about the comment. I remember I saw a video when I told you. So this Adan is recorded, because I know usually you shouldn't talk while during, like it's a sunnah not to talk during Adan and to make the dhikr. But what I'm like, I might be mistaken, but I think some scholars said that if it is a recording, it's actually not call for prayer like the real one. So it doesn't have the same, wow, sunny stuff. So it doesn't have the same hukm. I might be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a scholar. I'm very far away from being that. I'm quite the opposite. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, I saw a video on TikTok, I think. My wife sent it to me. I don't have TikTok on my phone, but I watched it on the computer when she sent these links. So they're gonna build like a Disney park, like in Abu Dhabi, I think. I saw the comments. They were like weird comments. There's so many. It's very, you know, in a day and age, 2025, where you can actually just Google stuff, even ask ChatGPT, double check your information, so you're not just spewing, BS. I just saw the comments, like so many misconceptions about UAE. Capital punishment if you just being, a homosexual, you just existing, you're gonna put them in jail. You cannot, like, have you ever been here? Like, it's a very tolerant country, alhamdulillah. Like, okay, there are rules, obviously, like respect each other, respect your religion, respect other things, respect other religion, like me as a Muslim respecting other religions, as it should be in Islam, right? It's very tolerant. And people talking about, these countries, because it's not only UAE, the Gulf country, they have, I don't know, I think the media, they use media as the source of information, which is, it's like using, it's like using the homeless guy around the corner for financial advice. It's not something you should do. Yep. So that's about it. I think that's it for the video. I don't know how long this one is going to be. but yeah, it's gonna be a ride, like this elevator ride. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna head over to the gym. Are we on the way? Yeah, confuses me, the floors. So yeah, gonna head over to the gym, do a workout. I already have gym clothes underneath, so I'm ready to go basically. Yeah, that's about it. I'm finishing. I don't know, maybe I will do another recording, I don't know, we'll see. I'm new to this, I don't know how long these videos should be, if people even care. But I like it, I think it's funny, or it's fun. At least like I'm doing errands like this, you know, I can listen to something, but why not create some content? You know what I mean? Be what you call it, like multitasking, you know? Anyways, if you gotten this far, really appreciate you guys. So yeah, anyways, if you gotten this far in this video, really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. I'm gonna push these out, heading the wrong way. But I'm gonna push these out as often and as much as possible. And yeah, if you haven't checked my other accounts out, you should do that. I am very active on Instagram. That's where I post mostly about my fitness coaching for Muslims, some lifestyle stuff. But here's more like, you know, in this videos like these, I just, you know, I can just talk and be me, you know. You can get to know me. Anyways, see you later.